Alrighty. Can everyone hear me? It looks like it. How are we all doing? Thank you guys so much for um, waiting that extra hour. I really apologize for having to postpone. But yeah, we are here. Let me make sure the live stream is. There we go. Okay, the live stream can see me. Perfect. All right. Well, welcome everybody to Alberta Solo Jam 2, our closing showcase. This is so exciting. I took a quick look at most of the games, and they look really awesome. I am always super excited to take a look at all these games that you guys have made. Because they're all just so super creative, and I think we had a really good theme this time. It was really cool to see what you guys have made. So yeah, just wanted to pop in here and say we had 19 games submitted. We had 36 reported participants. I guess I should probably start streaming my screen for the Discord. There we go. Y'all can take a look here. A bit quiet on the stream. Let me turn my microphone up there. There we go. Turn it up just a little bit. All right. Yeah, so we had 19 games submitted, and we had 36 reported participants. So super cool. I can't remember exactly how many games we had last time, but I'm pretty sure it was less than 19. So this is so cool. I am so excited to just watch this event continue to grow and yeah, just become a more regular thing. I think we're gonna start doing this twice a year. So yeah, thank you everyone who participated. Thank you for everyone who submitted a game. And yeah, let's without further ado get into the games. First one we're going to show off is Tower Tuscula. So can I get Teddy to invite to speak? Here we go. Hello, Teddy. How's it going?
Hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, good. Things are good. I think I know what you were going to ask. Things are good. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Oh, hold on just one moment. Oh, we don't have anything on the live stream. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Looks like we can see it. All right, okay, let me stream to Discord here again. There we go. All right. Did you want to do a little blurb before? Do you want to talk during the video?
I can talk during the video. It's not very long.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah. So Tower Tuscula, it's a little Sokomon puzzle game where you push the blocks around and you have to alight the jewels with sunlight in order to go to the next level. And and you can steer light with some blocks and block light with other blocks. And because you're a vampire, if you touch the light, you die. Um, yeah, pretty much. I just wanted to make a puzzle game like this because I'd never done it before, and I think it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, it looks super cool. I love the pixel art style.
Thank you. Yeah, and I hadn't made a game like this before, so it was fun to like figure stuff like this out because it is harder than you'd think to like make someone like make a character move on a grid and feel good because you think it would be easy, but like there's things you have to consider. Like if they push right 2 times in a row, they expect to go 2 spaces to the right, but like the easiest way to program it is you push right and it will move them, but then when they push it the second time they won't. Anyway, so this is little
Yeah.
trap there.
How was doing like puzzle design?
It was good. I hadn't done a lot of it, but kind of you just like you kind of work backwards from a solution. Um, like you'll make like I want them to have to do this, and then you just kind of like build obstacles around it and some like false leads and red herrings and yeah, I think there's 20 puzzles in here, but a lot of them are just like tutorial puzzles like you just saw.
Yeah. Wow, super super awesome. If anyone wants to pop some questions in the YouTube chat or the Discord chat, I would love to. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free.
I mean, fair enough. If nobody has any questions, that's fine too. It's on. Oh, I think there are 20 Blade Brent. I think there are 20 levels. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, and congratulations on being the first to submit.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you submitted quite a few days before the deadline, but yeah, that's super cool.
Thank you. My main challenge, I think, was GameMaker does some funny things when you export to HTML5. There was a weird little comma where there wasn't supposed to be a comma, and it exported fine on Windows and Mac, but I couldn't figure out why it kept crashing on HTML5. But I had to just go through code line by line and eventually find it. Thank you, Risky Biscuit.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Teddy, for sharing your game and coming up to talk about it.
Thank you. This was fun. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, our next game is Solarized. We don't have anyone coming up to speak about this one, so let's just watch the trailer. Oh, can you guys not hear the audio on the videos? You can hear it? Okay. Cool. Yeah, this one looks really. I'm looking forward to playing this one. Yeah, it's a rhythm game. I am very very into rhythm games. So yeah, this one's really exciting. Awesome. Super super cool. Thank you for your submission. All right. Our next game is Suncatcher. Let's take a look. I will the next one here I'll turn it up for you guys. But yeah, Suncatcher, this one is absolutely gorgeous. Um and for those of you who don't know, all of these games are up on the itch.io page. So be sure to check them all out. I am certainly looking forward to checking all these out. Yeah, thank you for your submission. Let's head on to Sunstruck Dash. Do this, and I'll max out the volume on YouTube here. Make sure. Let's do this. Oh, that one's awesome. I love the beach vibes. It is much needed in this this time of very cold and very snowy uh, weather. Uh, for those of you who didn't see the announcement, I'm an hour late because I ended up getting caught in the snow. So it's really nice. I love the beach vibes. Yes, 80s vibes. Super super cool. Looking forward to this one. Yeah, Endless Runner. Super cool. Super cool. All righty. Thank you so much for your submission, Sunstruck Dash. There we go. Next up, we got Watson, and we're gonna have Shirley come on up and talk about it. Hello, hello. Hello.
There we go.
Hey, welcome,
Uh,
welcome.
sorry, could I also get Bumble up here? He was the artist and level designer and a lot of things, and
Yeah, for
I feel like
sure.
he deserves to talk as much as I do.
Is Bumble in here?
He is. Raise your hand, Bumble.
There we go. Invite you to speak.
There
Come
we
on
go.
in.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about Watson.
All right. Oh,
Go ahead, Jason.
go ahead. Oh, well, I'm sure we both have plenty to say about it. Watson is a robot that has to get a solar field working again by solving various puzzles, and he has to charge during the day. And if he charges inside of a building, he won't be able to get any sunlight, and he dies.
Yeah.
Is there
And
much more?
he's tasked with making the turning the power back on. Basically, the this abandoned town has been gone. It's all on the itch.io page.
For sure. Shall we play the trailer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Awesome. Super cool. If anyone has any questions, pop them in the Discord or the YouTube chat. I'd love to get some questions for this game.
I also wanted to shout out to other people. Christine was on our team, and she's been very busy, very, very busy, and I don't think she was able to be here, but she did do the UI design, and she designed Watson himself. And we also Ben's girlfriend or Bumble's girlfriend Brianna did the music in the game, which actually is not the same as the music that is in this trailer, but the music in the game is quite fun.
Super cool. Super awesome. What was one big challenge that you guys overcame? Or did you learn something new while developing this game?
I'll speak for myself on that one. So this is my first real game jam from start to finish with an actual end product. Working inside Godot, so bringing a few challenges on its own with the learning of Godot and how it kind of deals with imports and how it deals with scenes, that kind of thing for me.
Hmm.
For me, I was on the programming side of stuff, so a lot of implementation, and this was also my first thing with Godot, so I I was learning more about GD script and all that. I did learn that plugins cause problems, and we actually ended up having to read through whatever the plugin created because it made one of the scenes enormous for not a very good reason.
This is true, yeah.
So if you can avoid using plugins, don't use plugins. Is what I would say is the big lesson.
Sounds
But
good.
otherwise, it was I'm not a creative person at all, so it was nice to work with creative people, and it was fun to just be told what to make, and then I would do my best to make it.
Yeah, it's so cool to have a lot of people like that do different disciplines within game development to really come together and put together a product like this. So yeah, that's really the goal of why we're here and why like other jams exist too. So that's super super cool.
Yeah, exactly. It was really nice working with somebody that knew how to program and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome. Well, excellent work. Yeah, everyone go check it out on the Itch page.
Please.
please do.
All right. Well, thank you, friends.
All right, I guess we'll step down then. Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you, thank you.
All right. Super, super awesome. Our next submission is Lightbringer, and we're going to have Insomniac Dreams come on up and chat to us about this game. Let's see. Invite to speak.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm gonna also get Haley up here because this was her idea. So
Yeah, for
Ha-
sure.
Hailstorm or Hailstrom.
Hello.
Hello. So, tell us a little bit about Lightbringer.
Go ahead, Haley.
I kind of like when we were planning this game jam, I got really obsessed with the idea of creating a rabbit. And character design is not really my forte, so it just kind of got stuck in my head. And when it was announced that it was solar, I was kind of like, oh, how cute would it be if it was this little rabbit collecting light shards to kind of free the world from some kind of evil? So that's kind of where we started and what we went with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is like our very first game jam ever, so had to be like really low poly and keep it very simple to kind
Ah.
of one mechanic.
Thank you for choosing us as your first jam.
Yeah, the 2 weeks really helped. It gives us
Yeah.
some time. There was a huge learning curve, but it was
It's
great.
it's been amazing. Like after we did the first one, just sort of the like increase in sort of quality and polish that you get from a 2 week jam as opposed to a like weekend jam. So yeah, it's super super cool. Yeah, shall we play your trailer?
Definitely.
Sure.
Awesome. Yeah, if anyone wants to pop some Q&A questions in the chat, I will start off with yeah, as your first jam, what were some things that you learned? What were some challenges that you overcame?
For me, I was trying to rig the rabbit in Blender for the first time. I've rigged a little bit in Maya, and I knew I didn't have the time to do that. It didn't work out, unfortunately. It was a little janky, so we just went with the model. But that was definitely, I mean, swapping even just from Maya to Blender was a big learning curve for me.
Coding, I've been learning that. So that was a big one. And then getting some help from ChatGPT. And I don't know what's with the force mode impulse, but that thing launches the rabbit into the air. Um, yeah, I spent a lot of time like at work on my lunch hour, like, okay, how do I add UI? How do I do this? Watching tutorials and then go home and try it out. So it was all a lot of learning, but I'm happy we got it built. Like I'm
Yeah.
impressed. Yeah. And the question in the chat, I think we are going to keep working on it. We've had some ideas come up that we both are pretty happy about, and I would have liked to make the world come to life more, like where the blue water is. I wanted them to all kind of oscillate up and down a little bit, but look like waves. But just no time with the game jam, right? So there's plans to keep going and make the world alive.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of little pieces that we wanted to add in that we just didn't get to because of time concerns. And I've got a 3-year-old who gave me illness because she's so loving and kind. But
Yeah, all right. Let's see if we got any more questions coming in here.
The platforming at the end is pretty tough, but it is doable.
Yes. Parkour rabbit. All right.
That's right.
Well, thank you guys so much for again choosing us as your first game jam, and thank you so much for your submission.
Thank
thank
you.
you guys.
Alrighty, that was Lightbringer, everybody. Make sure to check it out on itch.io. All these games, again, are going to be on the Alberta Slow Jam 2 page. Feel free to check them out. So next up, we got Soul Exodus. Let's have a look. was super, super cool. I imagine, just imagine like a full Metroidvania in that style. Yeah, super, super cool. That was Soul Exodus, everybody. Make sure you go check it out. Give it a try on itch.io. Next up, we are going to have the Twisting, Twirling Flower World Mystery. Actually, I'm just going to make sure I didn't accidentally skip over one. Oh, okay. Twisting, Twirling Flower World Mystery. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, this is Twisting, Twirling Flower World Mystery. Say that 3 times fast. And this is a puzzle game about guiding your flower buds to their destinations by controlling the angle of the sun. Credits are on screen right now. I myself am Catherine. I'm usually a music sound person, but today I wanted to try out game design, programming, and so forth. Special thanks also to Ashton, who helped conceptualize UI, and Emily Kleena, who helped supervise some of the programming. So during each level of the game, you're presented with something like the following. You have a flower bud and you have a destination. And in order to make these two things meet, you control the sun by placing it into one of 5 different angles. And this will pull the flower in different ways. Obviously, you're going to want to avoid mines. Yeah, it's not great. But if you go around it like so, you'll notice this is a sort of grid-based movement. So flower buds only go either straight up, straight right, or straight left. And then you're able to move on to the next turn. And the next level. Once 2 flower buds are introduced, certain sun angles are going to affect the different flower buds in different ways. So if it's straight above, as you can see, it makes both of them go straight up. But in this corner position, the rightmost flower will go straight up while the middle flower goes right. So we solve it like that. In puzzles like this, where it may look like the middle flower is super close to their destination, don't be fooled. Another core mechanic is that flower buds need to be landed on a destination tile all at the same time. They're not just going to magically stop moving once they go through a destination. So for a puzzle like this, you'll need to do something like that. And you're probably wondering what these middle buttons are for. That's for the last major mechanic, the shade. When the shade is put over a flower bud, that flower bud will not move for that turn. So again, it looks like you're in trouble here because they're not going to be on the destination at the same time. Move the shade over here, and ta-da. And while I don't want to spoil the solution, this is a little sneak peek of what the final level looks like. Leave a comment saying how far you're able to get, and thank you so much for checking out the game.
Super, super awesome. Loving the art style on this one. Excited to check it out. That is Twisting, Twirling Flower World Mystery, a puzzle game. Awesome. Very, very, very cool interpretation of the theme. Yeah, let's head on to our next game, which is Soulless Soul. We're going to have Risky Biscuit come on up and chat to us about this game.
Hello.
Hey, anyone else coming up to talk?
I think it's just me this
Alrighty.
time.
Want to tell us a little about Soulless Soul?
Absolutely. I am actually the audio engineer from this team. Our programmer had to leave the country for a couple days, so he was unavailable. So I will do my best. So our main goal was to create a tactics-style game that leaned heavily on this game mechanic of changing tiles between light and dark tiles being beneficial to the enemy, while light tiles being beneficial to the player character. We wanted to tie actions to these cards, to add a little bit of a random element to force you to approach scenarios with kind of what you have available on that turn. And then we also wanted to be able to spawn obstacles and have like a pushing, pulling mechanic so you could strategically damage the enemy with obstacles or move things closer or push them farther away. And then this also uses the musical diversifier from myself. These are all original music. So yeah, feel free to show the video.
Awesome. All right. Here's the trailer. Super cool. That looks amazing. Um, can you, as the sound designer, the music designer on this game, could you speak into sort of what you were going for on the vibes for the music?
Yeah, so our original idea was like a story concept being this planet has been taken over by this enemy, which we decided to call the Merc. When you first turn on the game, we have kind of like a little story scroll that kind of talks about it. Uh, and so we wanted when you're playing the game, you're on the ground level and everything's kind of mechanical and a little bit like poisonous and degraded. So we wanted kind of like this like half relaxing but half like mysterious and spooky without it being very like intense sounding. So that's kind of what I was going for. And then I also have like a title song that plays at the very beginning, which I pulled away from it being like a little bit more tense and a little bit it made it more like bright and melodic instead. So I just made it to kind of like match that vibe.
Yeah. Super,
Yeah.
super cool. Were there any other sort of challenges that the team faced through the development process?
Well, early on, so we're one of the teams that we all, as individuals, signed up to be kind of just allocated to whichever team is available. So we were all complete strangers, and so we obviously had to kind of meet and greet and figure out each other's strengths and figure out how we're going to divvy up the work. I'm always kind of nervous joining these because it's like I do sounds and I don't do anything for the game. So I did manage to rack my brain and put a bunch of effort into the game design itself. So I kind of brainstormed like the mechanics of the cards and like what actual actions can be done. But we also, all four of us worked together. We had programmer, audio, and two artists, and I know our artists also had to find some crossover on their knowledge because I think they were both 3D artists, but they were used to working in different programs. So it was kind of a lot of communication and collaboration in how to make all of our expertise kind of align. I know we had to work in 3D because that was their specialty, but then they rendered out in 2D the sprites. But just due to time constraints, we couldn't get any of the animations working properly. But we are actually going to probably continue working and try get some of the animations and a little bit more sound effects after the jam.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you guys had plans to sort of continue working on this as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll get a couple more things, and we might even add a couple more cards because we had some cool concepts and we do have some art for them, but we just didn't get around to implementing everything because we had some pretty intense mechanics going on, so we are fully focused on those.
Yeah. Well, that is so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that you guys signed up to be placed into a group and you went into this total strangers and this came out of it. So I commend you guys for that.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys for your submission. All righty, everybody. Let's continue on. Again, I'm just going to say this after every game. Make sure to check it out on itch.io. And yeah, let's head into our next submission. This one we have Solar Kickstarter. Let's take a look.
Three, two, one, go. Game over. Three, two, one, go. Game over.
This is super, super cool. Yeah, if anyone wants to pop any questions in the chat there for Tethra, that would be super, super cool. I guess yeah, I'll pop the what are some challenges that you overcame in the development of this game. Collision logic. Yeah, definitely for a game like this, there's a lot of collision going around, and yeah, making sure everything's colliding with everything in the right ways. But yeah, super cool game. Loving the like science textbook, science like notebook vibes. Super cool. Well, thank you so much for your submission. We will keep it going here. Oh. Next up, we got Fire Climb. Let's take a look. This is our last game of the showcase, by the way. All right. Okay. I lied. This isn't our last game. A couple of the submissions, I guess, didn't work, but we got some links here that we will show here. Lanve, did you want to come up and talk about your game, or you want to just show the trailer? Perfect. All right. Let me invite you up.
Ooh, yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I filled out the form, but I don't know. Maybe I messed up the submission somehow. It's definitely very possible.
Yeah. Not sure.
Yeah. No. Thanks for fitting me in anyway.
No problem. Let me just pull up the video here.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just make
Yes.
sure
Here it is.
everyone can see that on the live stream. Yes, they can. All right. Would you tell us a little bit about Extra Solar?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So the basic concept is that you play as a little sun guy who lives in a cave. Your species lives in a cave, and there was a cave-in blocking your only source of energy, which is the sun. So you have to climb and jump out of the cave and try to break the cave-in. So it's kind of like it's a hard platformer. It's kind of inspired by the game Jump King, if you're familiar.
Oh yeah.
But with the added mechanic that you have to kind of deal with the sunlight meter ticking down along the way. Yeah, I'm a big fan of challenging games, so I kind of wanted to go for that. And this is actually my first game that I've ever made, so yeah, very thankful for the opportunity
Congratulations.
to do that. It was a good kind of push to get something across the finish line. So yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations. Well,
Yeah, thank you.
let's take a look at the trailer.
Awesome. yeah, I guess it's more of a gameplay video than a trailer.
Yeah, no prob. This looks so rage-inducing.
Yeah. So it's funny. I kind of had my friends play test it, and it was taking them like 20 to 30 minutes to finish it. Um, but I had a couple of my friends that got really into trying to beat each other's time, and they got it down to, I think the lowest time is 47 seconds to beat it. So
Wow.
it's like a hard to play but masterable game, if that's the kind of thing people are into.
Okay, so noted. We'll get a speedrun leaderboard going.
Yes, yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, so I guess kind of like my first idea was, I thought a Jump King kind of style game, but also kind of like a roguelike, where you go up, but you also get power-ups along the way, so that your subsequent runs up are easier. That was kind of my first idea. I didn't really have time to fully implement it, so I kind of just made like the one level proof of concept. But that was kind of like my original thought with like the power-ups and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's it.
Super cool. Absolutely amazing for your first game. Wow.
Thank you.
This is
Yeah.
awesome. Anyone feel free to drop questions in chat, and well, we're not gonna autoplay.
And yeah, sorry, I realized I missed people's messages in the chat. But yeah, thank you everyone for the comments.
Yeah, I'll ask the default question. What was your biggest challenge that you overcame?
Yeah, I mean, everything was very slow for me because I was pretty much learning everything for the first time. I mean, I guess I said that already, but so I think for me the hardest thing was just honestly getting like the basic mechanic of dragging from like a coordinate point on the screen and then using that as the jump force and like getting that feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Because on the surface it's like a pretty simple game. I kind of wanted the jumping to feel good. So I focused on that a lot and learning that. And then just kind of like making it feel even better by like I made all the sound effects and music myself, and then also like adding the nice screen shake when you do a jump, and like scaling the sound effects and the screen shake with the jump force, so it all feels kind of like more responsive.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was probably it. I guess I see some comments here. I think my personal best, I think I've gotten like a minute 40, I think is my personal best. Yeah, but yeah, if you guys do play it, which would be fantastic, and if you do, please let me know. Be patient, because it definitely it takes a bit to get the hang of, for sure. Um, yeah, I guess so. For an ability, I was thinking to go more with the sun theme. I was thinking it would be cool if there was more with the sunlight mechanic. So maybe like a plant that grows if it's in the sun, and like having to get things in the sun was kind of the first thing I thought of when I was developing it, but kind of ran out of time. Yeah, and then yeah, thank you very much, Risky Biscuit, for liking the music. Yeah.
Awesome, super cool. Well, yeah. Once again, congratulations on your first game and jam. This turned out super cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hope
and yeah,
you,
thanks to you and everyone that put this on. It was super fun. I'll definitely be back in the future.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Thanks everyone.
Let me pull up Blade Brent's game here. think y'all can see it here, but you cannot see it on the live stream. So let me do this. There we go. All right, and Blade Brent, did you want to come up and talk about the game, or should we just watch the trailer? Not really? Okay, all good. Let's take a look at the trailer. Feel free to ask questions in chat. Super cool. I love it. Super cute. Sun Owl, everybody. Yeah, what was one thing you learned? What was one thing that a challenge that you overcame while developing? The platforms? Yeah. Oh, sorry. What engine did you do this in? Godot. Awesome. Yeah, love seeing people get into Godot. I love seeing it grow. Awesome. Yeah, I know Godot supports C#, but I've only really done their proprietary language. Yeah. Haha. All right. Well, thank you, Blademan, for your submission. And yeah, looks like that is our last game to showcase. Once again, and I'll say it for the final time, go to the itch page, play all these games. These are super, super awesome. Everyone put in so much hard work. Oh, first game jam. Awesome. This is so cool. I'm so glad. These games were absolutely amazing. I just want to remind everybody here in Edmonton, if you can make it, I know the roads are a little bit scary, but tomorrow at Walkthrough from, I believe, I'm going to double check here, from 4 to 7 p.m. tomorrow, we are going to be doing a demo day at Walkthrough on White Ave. So if you guys want to come and show off your game, get some live in-person feedback, we are also welcoming anyone who just wants to come and do a playtest of their game. It does not have to be a game from this jam. You are welcome to come, and you're welcome to just come hang out and chat with some game developers, play some games. Yeah, I'll try my best to be there. Weather and roads depending. considering I got caught in the snow today. But yeah, for those of you in Edmonton, just wanted to remind you that that is happening tomorrow, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Walkthrough. You can see the address there in the announcements. Other than that, thank you everybody for participating. Thank you everybody for putting these games in. Yeah, that's about it. We will see you guys next year. Thank you guys so much. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.